We was talking about your amputee.
Oh fuck yeah, you got some
fetish.
amputee hoes?
I was on TikTok.
Oh, I think it's got music attached though.
It does, and it's hilarious.
You could watch it, Woody, but you got to watch it muted. Oh,
I don't know how to click on this.
It's a joke. That girl is obviously joking, but it's really funny how she did this.
I mean, she really doesn't have. Oh, that's funny. The way. Oh, that's hilarious. I only noticed the eyeball thing like the second time I watched it, but goddamn, those are some fucked arms. It's great that she has spaghetti-o arms, but she still has enough happiness in her life to break it down.
Facts, right? That's what I got out of it. Honestly, I got out of it like, yo, you still doing your thing, but like she obviously recorded that by herself, and
you know she uses those arms on somebody.
Yeah,
somebody's getting penetrated by those arms.
I mean, why not play the hand you're dealt, man, or the hands that you weren't dealt?
You gotta play the hands you're not dealt.
Oh man, it's hard to laugh at this, but this is really creative. Man.
Oh, it's not that hard.
No. Yeah, that's got to be a rough fucking.
Not as hard as it is for her to wipe her ass.
Oh, she's got a bidet, I bet.
Damn.
No question. I guarantee she's got a bidet.
No question.
I hope she got the one we're sponsored by. I haven't gotten my bidet yet. Did you guys get your bidets in the mail?
No, I haven't received a single bidet.
Would multiple bidets be a bidet?
A bedoxin? I don't know.
Bedazzle.
Sure. A bedazzle, maybe.
A bedazzle of them.
You
Jesus
put
Christ.
two on the same toilet, absolutely blast.
But yeah, I like my UFC fighters to be part-time criminals, and to like be about what they're about. Like I really do. That's when Conor McGregor hit that old man in the bar that time, and everybody was like, "Boo!" I was like, "Fuck yeah, fuck yeah." Sucker punch that old fucker. I bet he said something rude.
Yeah. So borderline kill him.
He didn't want to drink, and Connor was trying to sort of force his whiskey down everybody's throats.
An Irishman who won't take free whiskey is no man at all.
It does seem like an unbelievable story now that you break it down. Yeah. There must be more.
I don't care if you're clean 4 months. You're having some. Dumping it down his fucking face.
Why are your accents so on point, dog?
Thank you, man.
You got the Irish and the Russian one. I mean, what else we got, dog?
There's so many.
Many. Just, I drive around in my car and talk to myself as different people.
Totally normal.
Yeah, that's why I can't get behind somebody like Daniel Cormier, who's like good-natured family man,
right?
Who fights for a living,
spends his spare time like coaching high school wrestlers.
Oh, that's the worst. Anybody who's into charity too, get the fuck out of here. You shouldn't have. If you've got enough, your extra money should be going to pay off baby mamas and buy abortions and shit. If you've got enough free time and money to be doing charity shit, then you're not the kind of fighter that I want to watch. You're just not.
Does it bother you at all when fighters beat up like normal citizens at all? Like,
I prefer it. I love it when fighters beat up normal citizens because I think equal rights. What is it? Equal rights or equal? What was it?
Equal rights and equal lefts or something like that.
Something like that. Like the same way if a woman hits a man, like legitimately attacks a man, I like it when he beats the shit out of her. Like I equally like it when a fucking civilian goes after a UFC trained fighter and he fucking dunks on their ass. When Cowboy Cerrone head kicked that guy on the beach and KO'd him, I love that story. When Conor McGregor sucker punched that old man, I love it.
Okay.
When Jorge Masvidal knocked that bitch out in the bathroom and he doesn't even know if it was the guy who was after him or not, hilarious story.
So are you saying that hyperbolically?
No, I love that.
You honestly enjoy that shit.
I honestly enjoy that shit. These guys like I'll never understand how people are like, oh, whoa, he fought at the wrong time. We only think it's okay for him to fight when he gets inside the cage and we turn the cameras on. You're telling me he's an actually violent person? It's like, yeah, all he does all day, every day is train to do physical combat. And you're surprised when he KOs a citizen who gets in his face?
Philosophically, I do not disagree with you. I don't, because I was having that debate online with people when I forget the name, but the dude from Cleveland Browns, he hit Buddy in the head with the helmet.
Yeah.
And there was outrage. And I'm like, why are y'all outraged? Like, people get CTE from this sport. You just don't like your concussions within the rules of what you're okay with, right? I do philosophically agree with you, but it doesn't mean I enjoy it. Like,
I don't like it. I don't
it.
like it. It's because I put myself in the position of a normal person because that's where I am. So, like, let's take him down the line. Cowboy hit that guy. Now, the way he tells the story is the guy kind of got up in his face. What did he kick sand on his girlfriend? Like
He bumped his boat.
It's like some 1950s Archie. I think there was kicking sand involved. Archie
There
cartoon.
was sand kicking, girlfriend insulting, and hit and run on his watercraft. This man is a redneck. It doesn't get more serious than that.
I am suspicious
Real
that
thing.
Cowboys' version of the events is totally what happened, right? The
Unfair.
Cowboys like, I can only
We
take
have
so
to take
much
him at
more
his word.
bullying from myself, right?
We have to take the man at his word. We can't.
Meanwhile, Cowboy's a
suppose-
professional fighter who wants me to believe that like random boaters are bullying him and he had to stand up for himself and his girlfriend's honor. But let's say that's possible. There was at least a disagreement that led to all right, cool. Now let's go to the next one. Conor McGregor, right? Conor McGregor punches, or actually I would say the next in the line is Mike Perry, is the one we just saw. Fat old guy who's clearly not a threat to Mike Perry, who's like still in shape from his last training camp, does what? Some sort of calming,
He's rushing him.
spastic.
He's rushing him with hands up.
It was him or me, right?
Dude, I'd have hit that old man too. I'd have hit.
I don't know.
might not
I
have
really
KO'd
like
him
a Crip
that,
in
but
that
I'd have hit
situation.
motherfucker.
I feel like
You'd
he
have hit
could
him
have
too.
held his wrist, guide him to the ground, and said,
Hell,
"Now
the
look at
funny
you,
shit-
you're
What
on
are
the
we
ground."
dancing now?
The
You'd have
funny-
knocked
the-
that motherfucker
the-
out. You'd have choked him out. I've seen you choke out children.
The funny shit is, like, if that was
That kid was probably
what's the
18. He might have been
responsibility?
18.
you really choked the cat? That was a joke. You really
Somebody
I've
wrote
seen
me
Woody
and said,
Woody's
"Woody,
choked me out.
I'm
Woody's
like."
choked out everybody I know.
He wrote me. I done a little Brazilian jiu-jitsu too, and he's like, "Look, I'm on my state wrestling team. We were like 7th this year. It's really cool. Whatever. I want to roll with you." And I didn't write anything because I thought he might be huge or something. I was going to get my ass kicked. And then he meets me at the paintball event, and he's like, "Woody, I'm the one that wrote you. I want to roll."
He's
And
got 50 pounds on this kid.
I had 50 pounds on this kid, so I said, "Okay." I said yes, and
choose your battles wise.
Next thing you know, this poor little son of a bitch is guillotined off the ground, legs kicking, and he's just like, "Go to sleep, little man. Your mommy's not here now."
I stopped first tap. He tapped, and it was cool. It was, and he
It was a nervous reaction, not a tap,
but yeah, I was bigger than him. But he was a grappler, and you know, we grappled, and it was fun.
we don't know that old man's sports history. He probably played a little bit of pigskin back in the day, one of those leather caps on.
That old man was ripe for the picking, but at least I feel like he started it almost. You know, now Mike Perry's clearly overreacting, but it seemed like the
drunk and
old man was
belligerent.
alphaing him to some extent.
yeah.
You know, so that's why
Ego,
I put him
man.
second. The Connor
Ego.
one. The Connor one, there's a old man sitting in a bar, elbows on the table. I don't know. Let's worst case scenario. He maybe said something to Connor, like, "I don't want your flipping drink," and Connor hits him in the face. That one's really pretty uncalled for, right? Connor started that fight. At worst, the guy disrespected his whiskey.
Isn't it illegal though? Like, isn't it like?
I think this is all fine in Ireland if you're Connor. And then
a bit of a soul.
Makes
the
sense.
worst one is Jose Masvidal. So Jose Masvidal gets in some sort of disagreement in a nightclub, and there's two guys, if I have it right, and he hits them both and wins.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
Both of them out.
Both of them out. So then Jose decides to go to the bathroom and
Jorge.
like, thank you. Jorge decides to go to the bathroom and like clean up or what have you, right? You know,
Gets
sort
to
of
wash the blood off of
off
him.
his knuckles, perhaps not his own blood, obviously. And then another person, just a random guy in the popping off nightclub, walks through the door. So Jose knocks him out too. And Chael Sonnen's interviewing him, and he's like, "How do you even know he was with the other ones?" And Jorge, damn it, is like, "I couldn't chance it." You couldn't chance it, motherfucker? You're like one of the best 185 pounders in the world.
170, but he used to do 155. Big boy, regardless, walking
Big
around 195.
boy, yeah, of athlete, and he couldn't chance a regular person being in the same room as him. That one to me was the worst.
The man could have cut
ones.
him, could have stuck him, could have blew some sort of drugs in his eyes. People do that. I've seen in movies.
Cocaine.
That's what happened to that's what happened to the people's champ, John Bones Jones. He's 100% natty. He was in the park doing his 325-pound walking lunges. Some fucking crackhead came up to him, blew fucking steroids on him.
Totally
Now he
legit.
pops hot and everybody's making him out to be the bad guy when he wasn't even anywhere near that place where the steroids were. He was beating a woman up somewhere.
But
I'm unconvinced